Hey guys, good barely morning. It's 11:40. I've spent the last several hours studying. I got to sleep in a little bit, which felt so good. My honey bunny took the girls to Girl Scout camp, which they're loving. They're having such an amazing time there. I think next summer, now that I know that Maddie's confident to be by herself, because one of the reasons I signed them up together. Autumn's watching Dora, and she's talking to the camera. But anyway, one of the reasons I signed them up together was because I thought Maddie, she's been in daycare, preschool, and pre-K since she was 9 months old. So I didn't really have like a worry about her behavior, how she'd be away from home, but I just figured like around a whole bunch of new kids and new counselors and stuff, I didn't know how she would do really, so I wasn't sure. So mainly I wanted to have her have a resource in Emmy. I knew Emmy would do fine. Emmy was in Girl Scout camp last year, but she was also 8 going on 9, and she did perfectly fine, which I knew she would. She's a very adaptable kid. Maddie's a little more sensitive, so I wasn't sure how well she would do, so I wanted her to have Emmy as a resource. Well, come to find out, they're not even in the same treehouse together, which I knew they'd be in different levels because Emmy's going to be a junior and Maddie's a daisy. And so I knew they'd be in different areas, but I didn't know like they wouldn't do anything together. Like they don't even see each other all day. So really putting them together didn't do anything for Maddie because she doesn't see Emmy. She said that she sees her at the very end of the day when they go into like the waiting area for their parents to pick them up, but they don't eat lunch together, they don't eat breakfast together, they don't have snack together, they don't have recess together because Maddie is with the kinder and first graders and Emmy is with the 4th and 5th graders. So, you know, it is what it is, but they've loved it. So next year I promised Emmy she could do an overnight camp. She's been bugging me. She wanted to do it last year. I wasn't ready. She wanted to do it this year. I still wasn't ready. So I told her she could do it. I promised her she could do it next year. She wants to do the horseback riding overnight camp. And it's 4 or 5 days. You drop them off either Sunday afternoon or Monday morning. You pick them up Friday. So I have a whole year to prep for that because she's never, other than with family, none of them have ever been away from us to stay with anybody besides family. And even family at that, it's just been my mom or Nin. And so that's gonna be a tough pill to swallow. But she really wants to do it and I promised her next year she could. So she'll be 10 and a half next year. So I feel a little more confident in her going, and you know, anyway, we'll talk about that when the road comes. But now I know Maddie would be able to handle camp, and so I think next year I'll put them in more of them because truthfully they've had a really boring summer. We have done some stuff, but not as much as I wanted to do just because of school and stuff like that. And so next year I think I will sign them up for a few more camps and maybe like a summer swim activity or something. I just didn't know how I was going to feel this summer being pregnant and in school, and it has been a really quick but kind of a stressful summer for me. So luckily it's almost over. I've been studying this morning. Right now I'm taking a little bit of time since it's August 1st, which I cannot believe. My brother will be 30 in a week. 30. I know, so crazy. I'm taking the time to do a little bit of meal planning for the next 2 weeks because I told you guys I want to try and go grocery shopping on either Saturday the 10th or Sunday the 11th because the girls start school on the 14th. And so I want to have all their lunch stuff and meals and things. Since they're going to be in school, I'm going to have a lot more time to plan. Autumn starts school on the 19th. So and she'll be in the 3-year-old little Head Start program, and so I'm excited for that for her because she will start kindergarten in 2 school years, so she will be the youngest in her class. So I really need her to be, oh, that's so cute, Mama. She put all her toys in all the squares of the carpet. I really need her to be like on a very regiment school schedule from now until then because, you know, she's gonna be almost a year behind the other girls because Maddie's starting kinder right now and she will be 6 October 1st, because in Texas, when you have a late birthday, the cutoff is September 1st. So bless you, Autumn is September 1st, baby. So she meets the cutoff by her birthday to, I know, she said she needs to go to the doctor because she's coughing. Because that's how I wanted her to be born, so she could have that option to meet the cutoff to start kinder at 5. Versus Maddie she turns 6 October 1st, so she'll be one of the older kids in her class always. Kind of like me, my birthday's November 22nd. I was always one of the older kids in my class. You know, I turned 18 in November, and then I graduated at 18 and a half, and I never was held back or anything like that. It was just because I had a late birthday. Emmy's going to be the same way because hers is November 4th, and this baby will be the same way because her birthday will be in December. So they'll all start a year later. Like in fact, Emmy just got invited to one of her classmates' birthday parties. She's turning 9. And she's going into 4th grade, just like Emmy, and Emmy will be 10 in November. So she's just always gonna be one of the older kids, which is fine. Autumn will be one of these little babies having her birthday just when school starts, and she'll actually be 4 when school starts, and then she'll turn 5 a couple weeks later. So anyway, I digress. I'm talking about the school thing, but I'm taking the time to meal plan. I'm going through my meal plan for August. I wanted to show you guys, since I showed you, I'm trying to put my marker over here. I think I just colored. I sure did, on my finger. At least it's pink, my favorite color. What are you playing with?
The toys.
Toys? Who are those? What toys are those? Okay. I guess she doesn't want, oh, you're gonna tell me, okay.
Aladdin.
Aladdin, what's her name?
Aladdin.
No, but what's her name? Princess what?
Princess Aladdin.
It's not Princess Aladdin. It's Princess Jasmine. Give me the other one. What's the other one's name? What's her name?
I can tell you this.
Okay, you tell me.
And Mommy.
What's her name?
And Mommy.
Ariel?
Ariel.
She's so nerd. Okay, so this is how the month ended up turning out. I had, which one? A giraffe. A giraffe. That's how she says it. I crossed out a star. See it? I crossed out all the days that we did end up eating that meal, even if it was in a different order. So up top here is just like the...
What is it?
What is it? Green beans? It's just the name of
no,
the...
that's corn, Mommy.
Oh, it's corn? Okay, let Mommy talk about this, okay? Just the name of the... like Italian on Thursdays, homestyle on Fridays type of thing. And then all the meals that are crossed off of what we actually used for the month. So I still had some meals left over. Chicken fajitas, this is hard to read backwards, chili mac, meatloaf, breakfast for dinner, and what is that? Chicken broccoli and mac and cheese. So those meals, I had some portion of it in the freezer, in the pantry or whatever to make, and I did not end up making those meals. So I went back through when I'm starting the August meal plan to see what I had left over from those meals that I didn't use up in July, to see if I could push them into August. So like tonight, I bought in the grocery haul that you guys saw, I had the big thing of ground beef. We split it into 4 1.1 pound sections of beef. Tonight we're having spaghetti meatballs, or spaghetti meat sauce. That's what we had already. And then the meatloaf, I have the meat for the meatloaf, green beans, and corn on the cob that I never made last month. I still could do a chili mac. I still have chicken, but I think we do have some tortillas. We could do chicken fajitas, but I didn't buy any bell peppers or anything. Of course, we have breakfast stuff, so we could do breakfast for dinner another night. So what I'm gonna do is go through these meals that I did use up in July and see if there's any that were good that I want to repeat for August. If not, I'll come up with new meals. But my plan is to have meals for the rest of this week, all next week, and then I'm gonna do a huge grocery shopping I mean, they've already, I just went grocery shopping 2 days ago and they've already eaten all the strawberries. You know, same thing if we have yogurt and granola for breakfast one morning, like it wipes out one of the things of granola. I mean, one of the things of yogurt. It's just like, I shopped intently, but there's just a lot of us eating at home. Luckily, the big girls have been at Girl Scout camp this week, so they've been eating breakfast and lunch and a snack there. I only had to provide them dinner, but all next week they'll be home again, so we'll go back through eating up all of our food here at home. So I'm definitely gonna have to do a huge stock up the weekend before school starts. So be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, just taking a little break from studying. I am going to finish up my meal plan for the next at least 2 weeks. I may go into that 3rd week a little bit, just to see if I can stretch it and then see what I pick up that weekend for meals for the remainder of the month and into September. We just got done finishing dinner. Got done and finishing, same thing. We just finished up dinner. We had spaghetti and meat sauce and some garlic toast, and it was delicious. I had some garlic butter on my noodles with a tiny bit of meat sauce because I'm not a huge fan. I'd rather have meatballs with marinara sauce, but anyway, so I improvised with my food. All I did all afternoon after I talked to you guys was study. And then when Autumn went down for nap time, hey, are you spitting?
Yes.
Why?
Because can I have this little piece of my bread pizza? I think I don't want it.
You full?
Mm-hmm.
You want it?
Bread, I guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna at least have to.
Emmy already finished her food. She went to the bathroom.
To get, a little bit like some fruit or something.
Is that yummy?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah. Eat your pasta. So anyway, that all I did was study, and then when she went down for a nap, I went down for a nap, and I slept 2.5 hours. I cannot seem to get out of the funk of like taking a nap. I was doing so good for like 2 to 3 weeks. Like 2 weeks, okay, I'm not gonna stretch it to 3. Like 2 weeks solid. I was good. Not taking a nap, I felt like I had more energy. I'm watching Michelle 1218 and Erin Williams, and they're both like neck and neck. I wanna say they're both like due in the next week or 2. They're nesting and getting stuff cleaned up and getting projects done and, you know, preparing for back to school, and I'm literally can't get myself up off of the couch. Like, cannot. I hate sleeping on the couch with a passion. Anytime I fall asleep on the couch, I always wake up with a backache or my hip hurts or something. I literally have fallen asleep 3 times this week for 2+ hours on this couch. 3 times. It's insane. Monday and Tuesday. Monday I slept 3 hours. Tuesday I don't even think I slept 2 hours. Maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2. Today 2.5. I'm like, oy vey. I don't have the kitchen light on. I don't know why. So the sun is going in and out. You can see it from the backyard, the patio. But yeah, I just can't seem to get myself in control here. Can't seem to do it. So I slept 2.5 hours. I woke up right before Autumn woke up, and then we had to go get the big girls. There was a traffic jam on the way home, and so I got stuck in that. Finally made it home, heated up the spaghetti. Bless my Henny Bunny, because he made the spaghetti sauce and heated up the noodles for me earlier when I was studying so that I wouldn't have to like make dinner. Such a good man. And so that was very helpful. It was in the fridge. All I had to do was just individually heat up plates, and it worked out perfect. We actually got to eat around 6, which worked out well because we've been eating a little bit past 6, and I really like to have dinner between 5:30 and 6 since I go to bed so early. What? What happened? You have spaghetti all over your pajamas.
She's so silly. Even when she was like over there, like I can't.
Yeah. So anyway, right after dinner, they're gonna watch some TV and just chill out, and I'm gonna go back to studying. I probably will study until they go to bed and then call it a break. And I'll rinse and repeat and do the same thing tomorrow. I wish I had it in me to just, like, Andres was like, just take the test and be done with it. Like, I wish I had it in me to do that, but I'm just not. I can't. Like, I don't think I'll ever forgive myself if I don't make a B and I didn't try. You know, like, if I try and I don't make a B, it is what it is, but if I don't try and I make a C, then I'm gonna beat myself up and or be hard on myself, and I don't want to do that either. So these are the things that run through my head. I honestly cannot wait until nesting kicks in and I have more energy and I feel like doing stuff, because right now I'm totally fine living in, I mean, the house isn't even chaotic. It's just, there's a few things here and there. It's really not that bad, but I'm totally fine living in, I was gonna say filth, but it's not really filth. Clutter for right now, because I just don't have the energy to get up and do anything. And I feel bad because I've pretty much felt like this the entire summer, and I wish I didn't. I wish I had some more energy during the summer to do more things and, you know, stuff like that. And I wish I didn't have to study all the time. I think it'll be a lot easier when they go back to school, because I will have more dedicated study time. And my next class is pharmacology, and that's supposed to be a really hard one as well. And it runs through the end of October. So for a good portion of fall, I will be studying and not have anything to do. Do any of your kids swish their food in water? Oh, Autumn does it all the time. Need help? Hey guys, good afternoon. Early evening, actually. It's been a long day. I was up at 7 o'clock this morning. I studied. I took my test about 11-ish, and here goes the waiting game. I'm hoping that I did enough to make a B, but at least I know I passed the class. That's where I'm at right now, so I won't find out till later on in the week. So now I have the next week and a half off with nothing to do school-wise. Yay! It feels good to be free. But at the same time, I was beating myself up just a little bit after the test because there were 3 questions right off the bat that I was like teetering between 2 answers, and all 3 of them I picked the wrong one. So I was like, okay. I was beating myself up quite a bit, and I just wasn't in the mood. Took a shower, got ready for the day. Took the girls skating. They had a lot of fun. We came back and had quiet time, and now I'm waiting for the family to come over. We're going to have dinner all together and just chill out the rest of the night. I'm wearing this dress, baby bump here. I'll link it down below. It's from Rose Gal. It's actually very comfortable, very cozy, very stretchy up in the upper part. The bottom is like a polyester, but it still fits really nicely. So I didn't really feel like dressing up as far as like makeup and stuff, but I've been feeling kind of blah lately, and I think it's just because I've been going in and out of swelling. So like when I look at my face, it feels puffy and just, you know, I don't feel great pregnant this time around. Normally when you feel pregnant, you feel like you're glowy and you feel like, oh, I'm carrying a baby. And no, like this time I feel very blah about myself, just in general. So today is no exception, and I think mostly because I was feeling down on myself about the test. But we'll see what happens, you know? You never know. So I plan on doing nothing the rest of the day, catching up on shows all week. My DVR is at 14%, so I need to get on it. And hanging out with the girls and spending the last week before they go back to school too. Oh my gosh, a week and a half. Big girls go back to school 2 weeks. Autumn goes back to school. Time flies. Okay, I'm making this. We had a wonderful dinner. Mom brought over Bill Miller, so I'm making this s'mores dip. So I just opened up 3 Hershey's bars, and I'm putting all these marshmallows on it. I think I'll have some extra. They can have some if they don't want it like this. And then I'm going to stick it in my little toaster oven and see how it comes out. So this literally took like 3 or 4 minutes in the little oven. It melted chocolate at the bottom and toast the marshmallows. And then if you use one of these, a graham cracker.
How do we do that, Mommy? And then what do we do next? And
what is it, just like chocolate and marshmallow?
Yeah.
And tomorrow we're going to go to church, right?
That one didn't have chocolate. Hold on, I'm trying to get a chocolate. Yeah, there you go.
Can I try that?
Marshmallow and chocolate.
Oh yeah.
Yum.
Thank you, Mommy.
You're welcome.